CubeTuber.
Back in the fall of 2014, Khans of Tarkir was released. It was released with a lot of fanfare. Magic was at an all-time high in popularity, riding off of the back of Innistrad and Return to Ravnica blocks, with both of them being successful and well-liked. While Khans was released, it shook up several formats with many cards in the set. Also, the reprint of highly sought-after fetch lands drove more hype into the set. For drafters, Khans was a good set that took inspiration from the Shards of Alara with its tri-mana wedges. The wizard design team and world building team did a great job of giving each wedge its unique art style, mechanics, and building one overall feel. Personally, I love Khans block because of where I was in my life when it released. The fall of its release was the salad days of my 20s. For the first time in my life, I was on my own. I finally realized I wanted to work in education. I got a nice apartment with hardwood floors and handcrafted Chinese furniture, nice enough that I could let my girlfriend and now wife officially move in with me. However, since I was living in China, in a city that lacked a strong Magic player base, I wasn't able to take part in this awesome draft environment at the time. Now, years later, I can purchase an expensive booster box and draft it with friends, but even that can just only give me a small taste of what a weekly draft environment would be like. This cube is so interesting because it plays similar to the limited draft format, but with a little bit more bombs and a higher power than normal draft booster packs. Also, it doesn't really rely on degenerate strategies like more powerful cubes run. I believe this feels like a souped up Khans draft that is littered with some of my personal favorite cards from the Khans block. The first thing you'll notice that this isn't a Khans cards only set. There are morph cards from older sets. It runs a range of cards that complement the draft style of the cube. Instead of going for cube staples that are widely regarded as good, it opts for cards throughout Magic history that gel with the Khans wedges and their play styles. For example, since Dash and Raid are such a thing in this cube, it uses cards like Burning Oil instead of the typical Lightning Bolt or Lightning Helix. Or it uses Deliberating Injury instead of cards like Deadweight. The Khans cube consists of 495 cards with roughly 55 cards in each color, a whopping 127 cards in multicolor, 23 artifacts, and 65 lands. When playing Khans Extended Cube, the clans will take up a large amount of the limited format. Abzan has thick creatures and overall cool cards like Siege Rhino and Abzan-Char. A big archetype for Abzan is +1/+1 counters, with cards like Abzan Ascendancy, Anafenza, Hardened Scales, Corpjack Menace, and Dramoka the Eternal, giving bolster support to get more counters on your creatures. Also, Abzan has, in my opinion, the strongest spot in mass removal. It has spells like Utter End, Assassin's Trophy, and it also runs mass removal such as End Hostilities, Fell the Mighty, Bane of the Living, Slaughter the Strong. Honestly, I recently found out about Slaughter the Strong, and I think it's a really cool card. Maybe not the best for the heavy toughness of Abzan, but I could see it working really well for Mardu strategies, keeping them 1/1s on the board. The Jeskai tribe, white, blue, red, focuses on non-creature spells and having creatures with prowess and evasion. Jeskai is full of tempo and instant sorcery spells. None of the spells are big home run game enders, but are good enough to help gain leverage over an opponent. There are some good enchantments that pay off when you're casting non-creature spells. Myth Realized is a cheap spell that can have a big payoff and also can be a good mana sink in the late game. Jeskai Ascendancy will give all of your creatures you control a power toughness boost while untapping them, plus acts as a looter. Sultai Clan is largely based around your graveyard by sending things in with exploit or pulling things out to reanimate or lower delve cost with. Sultai is black, blue, green, formerly known as Bug. Cards that it plays the Sultai theme are Deathbridge Chant, which puts cards in your yard and brings a creature back every turn. or Netsuba card. Before casting this, if you have Sidisi Blood Tyrant, you can get a lot of value out of creatures going in your graveyard and get zombies on the board. Also, Muldrotha will help you get these cards back. The other main mechanic from Sultai is Delve. With cards constantly being thrown in the graveyard, it reduces the price of these cards with Delve. Cards like Tarkir, Treasure Cruise, Dig Through Time, Tombstalker, and Dead Drop are must-have for the Sultai tribe. In this cube, Mardu is all about rushing creatures out there, attacking, getting in quick damage. Mardu isn't about huge creatures or even necessarily going wide, instead opting for a more death by 1,000 cuts approach. The creatures are short and lack any beefy toughness, but make up for it in their numbers. The two main mechanics, Dash and Raid, revolve around attacking. Cards like Goblin Heel Cutter, Ankle Shanker, Zergo Helm Smasher, and Alesha all promote swinging in with reckless abandon that only Mardu clan can support. Other cards that add to this strategy of putting 1/1s on the board are Mardu Ascendancy, which lets you get more 1/1 creatures and help boost their butts. If you can keep Mardu Strike Leader protected, it'll net you a 2/1 each time it attacks. The last tribe, Tamir, a personal favorite of mine. It is green, red, and blue. Tamir's symbol is a beast claw because it's all about getting big creatures out there, boosting them, and it also focuses on the mechanics of Furious and Formidable. Furious caring about creatures that have power 4 or greater to get a bonus effect, and Formidable caring that you have 8 power total on your side of the board. It plays big creatures like Savage Knuckleblade, which is a versatile creature that can protect itself, grow itself, or haste itself out there. Also, Goreclaw is a great card for team mirror builds. It makes your dudes cost less and gives your other creatures with power 4 or greater trample and +1/+1 for the turn when it attacks. Also, Dragonclaw is a 6/6 that can make sure these creatures don't get countered when you're trying to cast them. Timur Ascendancy gives all of them haste and lets you draw a card whenever a large creature ETB. The cube runs a lot of Morph and Megamorph cards, so much so that just focusing on a Morph strategy with Secret Plan and Obscuring Aether are just good strategies. They give you more value for playing face-down cards. I like how Morph cards interact with each other. It is very possible for you and your opponent to both have cards face down on the board in a showdown type of style where one is waiting for the other to flip before their morph trigger goes off. There are some cards that would be good to see in this cube, although I'm not saying that this cube is lacking in any way. In fact, if I were to build a paper copy of it, I don't think I would change anything. It is still a fun thought experiment to think of how to improve this cube. First thing, this cube runs the shocks, fetches, temples, and mainlands. It runs the original tri-lands from Khans. If you were to update this cube, I do think it would benefit from the Ikora triomes, since they are just strictly a better replacement for them. Also, you can fetch them. Honestly, it may even be worth it to break Singleton for them. There are some cards I think that would benefit this cube. I do love dragons that are in this cube. However, there are some in that I prefer from the Dragons of Tarkir. For example, Ojutai from Dragons is just better. It costs less, it protects itself, and impulses whenever it attacks. Also, Culligan would suit the Mardu clan better than Dragonlord Culligan. Dragonlord Culligan only really gives you creatures haste, for its other ability will most likely never trigger. Cards like Brutal Horde Chief would be a great additive to Mardu clan. Shaman of the Great Hunt would be awesome for Tamir because it can boost your creatures and it's a conditional mana sink that draws cards in the late game. For Abzan, the card of the Adamant would add to its +1/+1 counter theme. Alesha the Infinite would help Jeskai non-creature vibe too. One thing I like about this cube is that it is a finished cube. Most cube designers, including myself, never consider a cube completely done. But I do like that this cube tries just to recreate a draft environment from a bygone time. A photograph of what drafting Magic was once like in the year 2014. It's a draft environment that you can keep safe on your shelf for once a year when you're feeling nostalgic, and you can pull it down and relive that environment with friends. A time capsule of what Magic was, and not a continuous growing ooze that constantly reshapes several times a year with each new set released by WotC. So, when I look at this cube, it brings me back to where I was in 2014. The cozy apartment with wood furniture that I lived in, being surrounded by good friends, living in the city, and finally having money in my account for the first time in my life.
Alright, let's move to the sample draft portion of this video. If you've been watching so far, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. I'm trying to build this page and get more followers. In the upcoming year, I plan to do a video every month. So follow and let's see how this page grows. Here is the Cons Expanded Cube article that was released on WotC's motherboard in 2019. I'll put a link in the description, so if you guys want to check this out for more details about each tribe and what's going on exactly in this cube, you can read that there. Alright, we're going to do 3 packs of 15 with 8 people. I usually like drafting with 6, but we're going to do 8 this time and see how it goes. I'm going to try to force one of the clans here and see just how it goes here. So we have Temur Ascendancy, Temur or Temur, I don't know if I'm saying that right. We got a Temple, Chaos, Kite Sail Freebooter. Also, I thought he was a warrior. I know warriors are a thing in this cube as well. The Hell Lion seems interesting. I don't know what we're going to go with here. Let's go with a Temple of Silence because I'm not sure what the right pick would be here. That leaves me Mardu and Abzan open. I do like Secret Plan and just trying to go for like a high morph strategy. Also, Sidisi seems good for graveyard stuff. Let me swell that up so we can see Sidisi a little better. Haunted Dead seems good for that too. Let's go with Sidisi. Let's see. Let's see here. Exploit. That's interesting, Jilt. I think maybe this. Let's try to go. Let's try to go Sultai, and then we have the Sultai Charm, which can destroy a creature. That's monocolor, so it may not be the best, but at least it'll hit something that could be a monocolor threat. Let's go with that. Ooh, all kinds of good stuff here. Temur, there's some good Temur stuff here. I probably should have took that Temur Ascendancy and then just started landing fat creatures. Oh wow. There's some warrior stuff going on here. Here's some graveyard stuff. Let's keep going with that. Let's go with graveyard stuff, and then we'll hopefully hit some big green creatures in the next pack or so. Here we go. Villainous Wrath. That looks pretty good, stealing stuff from your opponent. It's a bit expensive, and I'm not sure how practical it is, but seems like it could be good. Ghastly Demise. That is nice. Let me make sure nothing will be better. I think this is good. We need our big creatures, and then this cares that things die, so I'm going to go with him right now. Ghastly Demise, if that comes around, I'm going to definitely pick that. Coiling Oracle is good. Ooh, Sultai Soothsayer. I'd kind of rather have the Coiling Oracle right now, just for that earlier drop instead of having the 5 drop that's kind of meh. And this Morph guy, I like him too. So either Sultai Soothsayer or him going around wheeling would be good. Let's take the Coiling Oracle. Grab him. He's not bad for bounce. Let me double check. No, don't like this morph creature. let's grab. I like him a little bit better than the exploit. I just don't like that mechanic. Grab secret plan just in case we get more morph dudes. Because I think I have. No, nope. I just have one morph dude, just in case we get some more. We'll take Jilt, even though we can't get the bonus effects for that. Teamer, in case we have to splash some blue. I mean red. Red. Splashing red might not be bad, just for a big bomb. All right, let's see what Pack 2 has for us here. I think the Verdant Catacomb would be the way to go here. Also, this morph creature I like. If he lands, it's good. But nothing too wild in this pack. Deathland, yeah. I'm gonna go with the Verdant Catacomb to get that mana fixing. And reveal the top 8 of your cards. You may put a creature. Unseen written. That's a teamer card. Opal Palace though. We're gonna take this. Just that seems like the pick right now. Mystic Snake. Excuse me, got the hiccups. It's early in the morning here. And I don't. That's not a bad removal spell for 3. If we end up doing that. But we need more big creatures, so let's grab this dude. Excuse me. He's pretty cool. Vicious Offerings, a removal. Yeah, let's go with Vicious Offering. And we're definitely taking Muldrotha. I would like to get that Deathbridge chant. And we'll take the Gnarlwood Dryad here. I didn't even look at the other cards too well. Leech of the Shadows. Moon of the Unhollow. I don't know if I like this one. 4 mana for 2/2s, and then you flash back. Ugh. No, I don't want to do that. I'm not too wild about that either. Yeah, let's get him. At least it's removal. It's expensive, but hey. Grapple with the Past. Yeah, let's get him, even though he's not the best. Probably Grapple with the Past would have been better, but him is a quick body that can get a land. He can ramp me up there. I think that'll be good. Butcher the Horde, why not? I need to move this up so we can see the cards a little better. There's some Jeskai stuff left over. Let's take Zergo. Dive down, and that. Alright. Last pack here. Tombstalker, yes, that's what we need. Let me make sure nothing else is better in this pack. Murder's not bad, but I think we have a fair bit of removal, so let's go with Tombstalker. And as my computer loads, good, alright. So we got Tombstalker, that's a big beefy dude. How many lands we have? We have 4 lands for fixing. Enters the turn face up. I don't really have that many morph things, so let's just pick a land and go with that for right now. My internet is being slow. Good, okay. Grizzly Salvage would be good, yes. Let's things in and out of the graveyard. Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, maybe I should take Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, we'll take Assassin's Trophy. Maybe that land will wheel around. I can always grab one of the other lands. Good, this really helps delve. I need some more delve stuff. Also, commit to memory would be good, but we're gonna go with him right now. Ah, Hooting Mandrills, I just saw that. Alright, no problem, no problem. Infest, Morph. Yep, we'll get him because he exiles and interacting with the graveyard. Surprised I didn't see more delve stuff. Goreclaw, he works with us. Savage Knuckleblade is nice. Let's double check him. Yes, we're definitely doing that. So Sultai wants to play from the graveyard and also steal your opponent's stuff too. That's kind of a subplot or a sub theme that they're going for. Apply Biomass here. Let's do this. Grab him. All right, looks like we're at the end here. Let's see if we can pick another land up. No, we did not. Oh well. Probably should grab Urban Evolution, but oh well. Too bad. Yep, looks like that's the end of it here, guys. Alright, so here's my picks. I'm not going to build this right now as it loads. There's my picks. I think overall, a not bad Sultai deck. There's some key cards that we're missing, but overall we got the big ones that matter. So, guys, let me know what you think about this draft. What picks would have you picked? I would love to hear your feedback. Make sure to share this with other people. And I will be back next month. See yas.